VFC AC Literary presents The Loss of India by Zulfikar Ghosh.
7th August 1947. Everywhere it was like Inqilab Zindabad, Bharat Mata Ki Jai. Welcome back guys, good to see you all again. Today we are going to do the topic The Loss of India by Zulfikar Ghosh. Before we start this topic, I want you to have a look on my previous video in which I have already spoken about the partition. In this video, I'll be taking a different angle, so it will be better if you know my previous angle in my previous videos to help this video much better. It will help you to understand this video in a different way. So when we talk about partition, we get ourselves limited with the knowledge and the content that, it was just a division of a land. And it was divided to make a different state, a newly formed country where the people of different beliefs will be having a togetherness, a bond among themselves, so that they can live in harmony and peace. But was it like that? The partition was taking place. The Viceroy, the British Raj, Redcliffe, what they were trying to do was they were trying to leave India in a state that will never come up as a threat to them. So what their ideology was, Redcliffe came to India and the last Viceroy, they all together, they created a boundary, a land of division which will divide a state where Hindus will live together and a state with the belief of Islam will live together. But was it like that? This was like Redcliffe who came to India for 6 weeks and he created a boundary which is going to divide the people and which will remain like that through and through. So while coming to his journey to India, it was like he never explored, he never even visited the places where he's going to draw his boundary. He just sat with a pen and he brought the map and he just divided the land. He never knew what the culture was, what the people spoke about, what their languages were, what their traditions were. He was not bothered about all this thing. He just wanted to do his duty and he did it and he went away. The result that matters the most was after he left, we never remained in harmony and peace. And that struggle goes on till date. So this poem, The Loss of India, this poem also talks about, the after effect of the partition. As we know, on Jan 30th, 1948, Gandhiji was shot and he died. And because with the death of Gandhiji, India lost the faith. He was the father of our nation. And after his death, we have to be thrown into the hegemony in the hands of the people who are going to rule us again. The Britishers are gone now, but were we truly free? The rule, the dictatorship, the authorship was passed from the British Raj to our newly created leaders, the political leaders, the parties that took over, and we were never free. Even till date, I feel like we are even bound by this party politics, and our mind is just like governed by the state policy. And are we really free? I don't know. I am not, and I don't know about you. Maybe you are free as a free state person and an independent, a people of sovereign state of India. I don't know. So let's come back to the poem and let's explain this 3 paragraphs, 3 parts of the poem. In the first part of the poem, Zulfikar Ghosh talks about that India has been divided, and he says that 2 stones collided, sparked, India began to burn. And that was it all about. It was like in the first para he's saying because of the partition of the land drawn, a line, a boundary created, it divided the people, their belief, and they were fighting and there was bloodshed everywhere. There was, trains were burned and the color of the land, the soil was turning from brown to red. And he just, says that the Independence Day was, it was not just the independence of India that happened. It was actually a bloodshed, a slaughter that took place with the name of the independence. The division brought death to the family, chaos to the life of the people, and many lives were lost. Thousands of lives were just lost. This was a number that was reported, but the numbers reported are not always correct. So in the first paragraph, he just said that Independence Day and happened, and there were electric bulbs all around the road, and there was violence taking place, people were dying, and nothing was in peace. August sun, the a flame of the heat was not from just coming from the sun, it was coming from the heart of the people, and people were burning, they were blazing into the fire. So in the second paragraph, he talks about Gandhiji, who is going to deliver to us a speech to his people for the communal harmony, because the condition, the environment over there was so like war kind of situation. A civil war was going on, and he never wanted that. He's one of the people who always supported peace, and he wanted peace in his country, to his people. And we find him under the wheel, Ashoka wheel on the tricolor. He's there, he's delivering the speech, and Ashoka wheel even symbolizes a symbol of peace, and he's over there to deliver a peaceful speech. And there's a person full of hatred and full of anger who is not happy with Gandhiji, Nathuram Godse. He comes out from the crowd and he fires a bullet on Gandhiji, and Gandhiji dies over there. With the death of Gandhiji, the hope of peaceful India was lost. And in the second paragraph, he even talks about like for the first time, the peaceful bodies who used to starve his body and considered his body, made his body like a prison for his soul. And for the first time, that prison was broken and the soul was free to leave the prison. And what he says, like, when the bullet hit him, his body was cut into the bars of the jail. He has never left. So for the first time, his soul is leaving the prison, his own created prison that was his body, and the soul is setting free. And in the third paragraph, he talks about the boy representing the youth, the nation, the upcoming future of the country. He says that there's a boy standing over there, and he's looking up in the sky, and he's spouting to the crows, and he doesn't know what his country is going to be, what is happening in the Lahore and Punjab, how the violence is taking place over there, the blood slaughter is happening over there, and he is unaware, the youth is unaware of the future that India is going to be. And just like an unknown person, he's just walking, and he's like peeping here and there, he's just seeing there's a cow. It's a metaphor used as a cow, there's a fly who's sitting on the nose of the cow, and the cow is just sniffing away, and he's just moving his head so that the fly can fly away. But the effort, whatever he's doing, the cow is doing, it's going in vain. Just like what is going to be the condition of India. No matter what the youth does, the effort of the youth is going to be in vain. The nation is not going to be in peaceful, because the person who was the symbol of the peace was lost from the India. And he says that despair will follow with the death of Gandhiji, and what was happening in Lahore and Punjab, now it's going to be the result, and it's going to be the same environment for the entire nation. Just like the Lahore, the train burnings, the killing of people in the name of religion, it's going to take over the place in all over India, and everybody is going to suffer. And he says that the blood which is flowing in the river, which is taking over the sand, which is changing the color of the sand, it's not the blood of a poultry farm slaughter, but it is the blood of our own people, the neighbors, the person whom we used to call the family, or the extended family, or the people, the friends who used to be our close people, with whom we used to celebrate. It was the blood of them. And the color, the changing color is going to be the changing nature of our country, and our country is going to turn from white, green and orange to red. This is what our future is going to be. And the youth is always called the ignorant one, but the ignorant one is even worried about the future of his country for himself. And he says the line that the body cushioned his heart in the maws of withdrawal of his India, and his youth was lost. And what are the shape of the country is going to be, the dream of a peaceful India, a peaceful Hindustan, was lost with the death of Gandhiji.
The Loss of India by Zulfikar Ghosh. Eagles cartwheeled above the illumination of Independence Day. The dogs sniffed at the electric bulbs which sizzled like fat. The tall grass the monsoons left on the mountains was aflame like a corn in the setting August sun. Two stones collided, sparked. India began to burn. At Mahatma Gandhi's prayer meeting under Ashoka's wheel on the tricolor, the air intoning religious verses, a man stood in the scabbard of the crowd, a machine gun at the tip of his jealous tongue. What well-tutored dove the politicians has released into the skies above Delhi has already blackened with the soot of communal hatred. The air chanted the Bhagavad Gita, Quran, the Bible. Gandhi nodded warm with his goat milk diet, a Moses and a Muhammad thin to the bones of self-denying innocence, mild as foam on the tutored, tortured crest of his people's violence, straight as a walking stick on the savage contours of his country. When the bullet hit him, his body was cut into the bars of a jail he has never left. His stomach shriveled in another hunger fast. A boy in the street, suckling in his boots, kicked at stones and pouted his lips at crows. There was a shade to retreat to, the doors to be behind, but the pride of the mountains annoyed him. The neighbors speaks loud with thunder exhaling the smoke of the monsoon clouds. His nostril twitched like a cow's when a fly sits there. For the sea air of Bombay was salt, dry, and how could he describe his loss? How desperately calm the landscapes were. Has his heart become a stone in the capitolate of his mind? Could have stuck the foolish adult passion where murder and fate excluded each other. Through eagles still hung like electric fans in the sky, and the rock suggested permanence. The blood in the earth was not portrayed slaughter. The boy cushioned his heart in the moss of withdrawal, for his India and his youth were lost.